the main thing I want to tell you about flavored lubricant is it is very, very important when you're going to the store and you're looking. Oh God, I'm sticky. Like there's lube everywhere, guys. When you're going,
ugh, she's not kidding.
I'm serious. There's lube everywhere.
This hour has 69 minutes. Only on Inside the Game.
No, that tastes like the dentist, not like the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we got something important we thought we'd let you know about. This radio ITG program is rated T for teens. That means if you are easily offended by mild language or suggestive themes, this program is probably not for you. Radio ITG.
Good evening, welcome to Inside the Game. This is DeeAy. We've got some enemy territory action coming up this evening, and not just any enemy territory action, but the very, very special. We actually have the finals of Libra Enemy Territory 3. It's the Brazilian finals. We've got the two best teams. Now it's all come down to this match. And we're going to be starting things off in just a few moments here. We've got Dark Spiritz versus Ghost Squadz. We're going to be playing 3 maps. One is going to be Radar. Second one will be Gold Rush. No, wait, I can't read. My bad. Second will be Gold Rush, and if we do need to go to a third for a tiebreaker, it will be Radar. Now, this is set up slightly different than what the tournaments and leagues that we are used to. Points to win system. Team that wins a round will get 3 points, and if it's a draw, you get 1 point. So the first team to file the championship home, they get the big fancy cup. They get to, throw Gatorade on each other, whatever it is they do for these things. And it is all... I'm actually, the one thing I'm really concerned about tonight is looking at these guys' names. I can read some of them, but they're all in, languages that I don't know. And wow, that's some crazy loud explosions right there here on Railgun. You don't see this one very often, especially in North American play, so looking forward to this map indeed. But we're still waiting on a couple of players here. We have got Dehumanize is the admin of the match tonight. Myself, of course, DeeAy. We've got Ghost Squadz and Dark Spiritz, and they're all getting ready. It's a 4-on-4 right now, so we're still waiting on a couple of players, and we're going to get this game started off with a bang. Again, the first map will be done this evening here on Inside the Game, and we will be minutes after the show. And I will try and find out what the ETTV IP is for you, but, they actually didn't tell me, so... Unfortunately, I don't know it. So if you can find it, and if I see that Keeb is spamming something in the channel right now, so I'm hoping that those are the ETTV IPs. If they are, that's awesome. If not, stop spamming. And sorry, I wasn't actually given the information, so I don't know it. But, I'll just let you guys take care of that. I'm doing what I can. I'm on air already. Leave me alone. Shh. Stop bugging me. Yeah. What do we have going on? Oh, we've got 12 players. There we go. Someone had to change his name. He was like ETTV, he was ET Player in the server, and it looked all funny. Oh, Revenant is here as well. Revenant, of course, one of the head guys for the Libra ET tournament. Nice guy, been messaging me a lot. Want to give him much love for all the information. And we're about ready to go, so we're still waiting on these 13 players. Map will be Railgun. And like I was saying earlier, you don't see this one very often in North American gameplay, so I'm looking forward to this. The little train all the way to one side. You gotta load the railgun onto it. You gotta get it over to the other side, and then you gotta, shoot it. I think it's named like that, since I can do that with my fancy spectator shoutcaster powers here. I'm floating around. Yeah, you all envy me. I totally know it. Oh, there's the second tug. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, so give you a quick roster rundown on what's going on right now. Ghost Squadz, right now they are starting on the Axis team. I'll let you know if that changes. We have Fetas, Gorin, Traffic, Chen, Teammate, and Rudvan. I recognize Rudvan. I've heard that name before. On Dark Spiritz, we've got Predator, Insano, Cartman, Raito, Kane, and Poltergeist. I recognize some of those names as well, so maybe this won't be as bad as I thought as far as the names go. You get some of these guys with the really strange names, and you try and pronounce them, and it just, your tongue gets tangled up, and you end up choking on your own spit. Yeah, those are my favorite names. So, this is an enemy territory action. This hour has 69 minutes coming up immediately after the show. It's going to be an interesting show tonight. It's all about the self-loving. So, we all love that right there. So these guys are just about ready to go. Axis team has been locked from spectators. That means it's about time to get the game started. So, Oh, there goes the Allies team. Oh, we're like almost ready. These guys are pro stars. None of this, waiting 17 hours to get everything started before the game starts. Not, that I've had to deal with that at all in the last couple of days. But, yes. So, Trillian asked me if I could cover this several weeks ago because, whoa, I just spilled my drink. She's moving right now. She's actually in the process of making her house. Not making her house, like getting all moved in and stuff. And, she was unable, she's not even set up right now. Apparently she's stealing internet from her neighbors. They have wireless internet, and so she just kind of plugged in her laptop and like, oh, look, I have internet. I think I'll just use it. So yeah, she's stealing internet from her neighbors right now. And she's not like me. She didn't start packing for this move 6 months ago. And, I started 6 months ago when I moved because I'm kind of crazy like that. But no, she started like this morning or something like that. So she's really, really busy and getting herself all set up, and she will be back next week to provide coverage for all of the games that you know and love, and to give me a break because I've been on air like every day for the last 17 years. So Trillian will be back next week. We miss her. But in the meantime, just wish them luck moving into their brand new spanky house that I get to see this weekend. I'm very excited about that. Just gonna write down Dark Spirits, Ghost, Squad, Railgun. See, I take notes. I'm like the most anal retentive person ever. Still waiting on 12 players to get everybody ready to go. They're talking funny talk in the console, so I can't tell you what it is exactly that they're discussing. It's all, in Spanish or Brazilian or whatever it is they talk. How informed am I? I'm doing a match. I don't speak the language. I'm just going to sit here and wing it. Yes. It's a nice snowy landscape on my screen right now. Railgun, of course, the map where it's snowing, but on the other hand, it's actually beautiful outside. I rode my scooter around all day today, and I had so much fun. Oh man, it was just great. It smells so good outside, and cut off short weather, but yes, it's a good time. So we're still waiting on these 7 players to get ready to up. 5-point system. I already went over all this. I don't need to go over it again. I'm just rambling right now. I just woke up, I accidentally fell asleep when I got home from work again today. And 5 minutes before I hopped on air. And so I'm sitting here. I've got wicked bed head. My hair is sticking up previously unknown to man. And, I threw on the first thing I could find, and I, ordered Rake to go get me a drink, and I got myself on air, and I, loaded up a playlist and got ready to go. And oh, somebody doesn't love me. How rude is that? As Rude Van loves me, and apparently so does Chen, but Fadas, he doesn't love me. That's not very nice. I'm hurt now. I'm just going to have to bask in the love of everybody else. What a jerk. I'm just going to make fun of him throughout the match now. Hey, here's that Fadas guy. He sucks because he doesn't like me. What a hoser. Yeah. 4 players. Ready to go. Almost. Gonna do a little bit more spamming because it's what I'm good at. And yes, like I mentioned, immediately after this hour has 69 minutes, which will be the interesting show hosted by Rake and myself. So it's going to be a good time. We're going to have some special guests on the show this evening. Oh, waiting on 2 players now. Oh, I'm so excited. This hour has 69 minutes. It's the Wednesday night show hosted by Rake and myself. And, if you don't like the talk about the naughty bits, then, you probably shouldn't tune in. Because it's an interesting show. It's quite unlike anything. It's, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I could explain it, but, I'm in prime time, so I won't explain it. I'm just trying to be all vague about the fact that the show is, dirty. But not all that dirty. It's clinically dirty. How about that? Clinically dirty. That's a good name to describe it. Clinically dirty. Waiting on 2 players. Oh, there's an MG nest. I like them MG nests. There's the track switch. We're just going to float along the tracks here. Oh, here's the gun. Or the ammo, I guess. See, we've got Revenant actually apologizing to me in PM because the guys haven't readied up yet. And it's like, you know what? It's only 12 past. According to the other games that I've had for earlier this week, they've got another hour and a half before they really need to start apologizing that they haven't readied up yet. So I've got another request for ETTV servers. I'm going to just paste what Keeb posted because I'm lazy like that. Apparently, they are listed on et-center.com. So those of you who are looking for ETTV servers, there's like 7 of them. So I'm not going to, shout out a bunch of numbers to you because it'll just get really confusing. But yeah, check out et-center.com for the list of the ETTV IPs. And we have actually already started the game, so let's get things underway. Give you a quick roster rundown. Starting out on Axis, we have Ghost Squadz, Chen, Fetus, Goring, Traffic, Teammate, and Rudevan. Incoming Dark Spiritz allies, Predators, Insano, Cartman, Rado, Kane, and Poltergeist. 15 minutes on the clock, and the action has started here on Railgun this evening, the first map of the night. And I know we're paused, actually, so I thought we were going, but then we weren't. Trying to find out exactly why the timeout or the shutout was... Yeah, we've got the admins asking exactly why there is the timeout, and unfortunately, again, they're speaking in a language I don't understand. So we're just going to assume that the timeout's there for an extremely good reason, and we will just go with it right there. So right now, the Axis are the ones who are incoming. They are trying to grab the ammo and fire Dora, who is a colossal railway gun. They want to do this, so they need to go and they need to take a little train down, go grab the ammunition, go back to the gun, protect your firing controls, and then get the gun to go off, which is a very fitting map for us to be playing this evening. And the Allies are going to stop them from doing this as best they can. And then once that happens, we're going to switch things up and go do it all over again, but we're going to switch players, of course. And we're still going to let them talk while I finish writing down my notes as to who is the Allies and who is trying to set the time. And let's take a look. et-tv.com. And apparently those the servers are not up. Alright, see if I can't find the information. Oh, you know what? They haven't actually logged in with ETTV yet. We're trying to actually find the cameraman, I believe. And we have not yet located them, so... We do have a couple people, but yeah, no, sorry, there's no ETTV in the server right now. I believe they are supposed to be here, but so far we can't find them as of yet. We do have we've got 7 players for each team, 6 per team, and 1 backup / coach. We've got the 2 admins and, of course, myself, but we don't have any ETTV, so... Oh, there we go. Poltergeist is having some ping problems. He's spiking up to 600 now, so we're in a timeout to try and calm his ping down. He's, like, spiking to 800. That stinks, especially in a finals like this. So we're going to give him a few minutes to let that come back. Hopefully we can find the ETTV and get them to get their butts on the server so we can get some people to watch this game as well as listen. Because that would be really good right there. I could just make up my own story for exactly what it is they're saying in the console. Because, I don't know what that says. I think somebody's nervous. Oh, somebody said a bad word. He's nervous about masturbating on enemy territory? I mean, I know I like the game, but do you really like it that much? That's kind of extreme right there. Although stranger things have happened. So we're still waiting. Poltergeist and his ping. Oh, it seems to have settled down a little bit, so maybe we're going to time this one back in again. He's down to 48 now. 48's a playable ping. My ping is like 300 to the server. I don't know what these guys are complaining about. I have a 300 ping, and I gotta float around the whole damn map. Just because they're pinging like 600 and they're actually playing the game. I don't know why they have to complain about that. Jeez. No. How rude. The game will start in just a second, I promise. We were about 25 seconds in when we had to call the timeout, so... Oh no, Poltergeist still having ping problems. That's not so good. Oh, poor guy. Alright, I'm going to take us to a quick break, just give you a quick reminder of who it is you are tuned into, where we are this evening on this fine April evening, spring evening here in Canada, and I'm assuming the rest of the world as well, except for maybe Australia, because they're kind of crazy down there. Inside the game, this is DeeAy. We'll be back in just a moment. Enough of that punk rock there. The game has started once again as the connection has calmed down, so things are moving. And we have got Dark Spiritz inside the first tug, and they're moving that back to their own base. No tug for the Axis. The Allies doing everything they can to make sure this goes in the opposite direction. They don't want that to go anywhere. And there we go. The tug is now home. And we're making our way back. Here come the Axis in one Squadz. He's laying down on the tracks trying to get it to stop. And, you know, I've known from personal experience that's not going to work. So now in the tank, we've got traffic inside as the track switch has been railed and the tug is on its way towards that track right now. But it is swarming with Dark. Managed to get traffic out of the driver's seat and they're just going back and forth with this tug now. 12 minutes, 57 seconds remaining on the clock. Still plenty of time for the Axis to get in here and get this tug and take it to the ammo. As once again, this track switch has been low, is nowhere near. The Allies capturing the depot yard. Lots of stuff happening here as that's going back and forth. The depot yard, we're fighting over that right now. But so far, the tug, it's on its way back again. An Axis member did manage to get in there and move it just a couple of feet towards the objective. But so far, the tug now on its way back. Here is Fatus. And he's going to hop into that driver's seat. No, he's not. He's going to waltz right around that. He doesn't want the tug. No tug for him. Tug is motionless on the tracks right now. 12:17 on the clock. And here we go. Teammate is in the driver's seat, but he has got a swarm of DS guys coming towards him. Will he be able to stay alive? No, not looking like. Oh, nice grenade by Predator, though. Or taking out Predator. And then Kane and his Thompson will take out teammates. So the Chug, it's back on its way to spawn. Good attempt by Traffic, but unfortunate spawn timing as we had all of DS spawn basically at the same time and come in and basically stomp all over his little tug there. So no tug for him. 11:43 on the clock. Tug still in the hands of the Allies. Axis had a couple attempts moving that towards the objective, but so far no luck. We're gonna again, as here is Chen in the driver's seat of the tiny little train. And it is on its way, it's moving, and here come Ecapus, but we have a 3-man team for the Ghost Squad on the tug as Traffic, falling underneath the tracks, and he's all cut up and bloody. It's unfortunate right there, he's run over by the train. So we have got teammate, not alive any longer. He managed to stick around for a few moments, and right now the tug is actually at the track switch, but that is where the Allies managed to come back in and grab control of that. So we have now Goring took out Rado, who was inside the tug, trying to head back to the Allies' base, and Tug is moving towards the objective once again. But once again, the track switch is down, and there is no one else around, so Gato has to get out of the train to try and raise the switch. But then, of course, they stop him and they shoot him and stuff. We do have an Axis spawn in, though, and once again, it is on the move. The switch has been raised. There we go. Raft manages to make that happen, and Teammate is driving that through, but not for very much longer. There is Kane. Kane managing to slide into the driver's seat and take the tug back. So it is just again on its way towards the objective. And is it going to go through? It is. It has gone through the switch. And right now, it's on the correct side, but not again. There is Insano, and he is managing to take that tug back towards the Allied squad. Here comes Ghost Squad once again, though. They're going to try and make this happen. 9:56 remaining on the clock. Still a bit of time, but about 1/3 of it. But Dark Spiritz has control of the tug, and they are looking mighty fine, making its way back towards the Allied spawn. Good attempt by Ghost Squads, but they were unable to basically stay alive long enough to make the tug go anywhere but just past that switch. And then now it's going all the way back to the Allied spawn. 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining on the clock. This is map 1, round 1, set 1. So we got a lot of gameplay ahead of us before we get to those 5 points that will declare the Allied spawn point. But here come the Axis. They're streaming through here. There's Teammate. Teammate's going to hop into the driver's seat. Raph is going to join him. And we're now making our way back towards the track switch once again. We went almost all the way back to the Allied base there before they were able to come back and take that away. So Traffic, he's in all by himself, and it's swarming once again with Dark Spiritz. And they're going to make this tug go the opposite direction. 8 minutes, 50 seconds. And the depot yard has been captured once again by the Allies, but the tug is towards the objective, where the Axis are going to have some real trouble getting that ammo loaded into Dora and then making her shoot. 8:30 now on the clock. And we have some members of the Ghost Squads in there, but they're kind of moving in the opposite direction of where they need to be. So we're going to try another strategy, perhaps. Let's see if we can't find that tug. Oh, that was bloody right there. as the track switch was raised, but we had landmines set up. And Insano managing to get those down for Dark Spiritz, and Chen walks right into one, and then he's blown to little bitty pieces all over the place. That has got to hurt right there. Let's take a look and trying to find... No, I see nothing by way of Tug. As the making sure the Axis don't have it. Here it comes, though. Tug finally rounding that corner. It's driven by Goring, and it is backed up by 3 members of Ghost Squadz. It's moving into position very, very close now, and it's going to 20-second. And there it goes. We've got the crane slide that over onto the back of the Tug, and we're at exactly halfway point in this map. Grenades are being thrown onto it. But no, it is going there. As the first back towards the track switch, you're going to have to switch Tugs up and then get the ammo, load Dora, and then get Dora to fire. Good play by the Axers. They're coming in now. Thetis is in the driver's seat. He's got that ammunition all nestled in the back. Everything's looking cozy. And the rest of his team is moving ahead to try and clear the path of the Allies before they get to their destination, or their next destination now. 6:49 on the clock so far. The Tug has been unmolested on its way back. Now the Tug is just sliding into home. Here comes the second crane. It's going to pick up that ammunition, load it onto the second Tug. You can hear the little motors going. 27 to go. Axis had a bit of trouble getting everything started here this evening, but so far they're doing a good job once they actually got this ammunition loaded. So now it's being loaded onto the second Tug as they're at the north crane. It's going to drop down in just a couple of seconds. Ghost Squad's getting prepped for the next stage in this map.
They've loaded the ammo onto the second Tug.
And there it goes. Ammo has been loaded, now on its way towards the gun. Second Tug doesn't have very far to travel at all, but they do need to get that ammo in there, and then they need to get that gun set up. It needs to be built by the engineer. As right now, we've got Chen in some trouble, so he's decided to just back off. And they're going to move back into the ammo. There it goes. Tug is moving once again, but the gun is just covered. It is covered with allies. There they go. The gun has been loaded. We have an engineer. We got the pliers out. And there it goes. 9:24 is the time set by Ghost Squadz. A very good time here on Railgun. There goes Dora. She's going boom. We're going to cause havoc on those allies. We're going to switch things up now and see what Dark Spiritz can do against the incoming Ghost Squadz. Their defense was good. Is their offense better? That is the question. You're tuned into Inside the Game. This is DeeAy. We're going to have some more enemy territory in just a couple of seconds. Stick around.
Epileptic Gaming on Radio ITG.
This is DJ Weed. Hi, this is the FCC, and we've received several complaints about a certain broadcaster on your station. His name is Nice Guy Ed. Apparently, earlier tonight during the show, he was making reference to his genitalia. Now, this isn't the first time that the FCC has received complaints.
Epileptic Gaming, Fridays at 7, only on Radio ITG. 4 out of 5 dentists agree that listening to Radio ITG has absolutely no positive effect on your teeth. So apparently the odds are 1 in 5 that your teeth are actually getting whiter at this very moment. You can thank us later. This is the new Radio ITG.
And we are back. This is the Libra 3 ET Finals. As we're still waiting on 5 players to begin the second half of the first set. Time was set by Ghost Squadz. 9 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock, and that is what Dark Spiritz is going to have to try and come and beat. Give you a quick roster rundown as it stands. The defending allies now will be Ghost Squadz, and that is going to be Fatas, Goring, Traffic, Chen, Teammate, and Rudvan. The incoming Axis are Dark Spiritz, Predator, Insano, Cartman, a guy whose name I can't read because a gray and white name on a snowy white map is not the best. There you go, it's Rado or Ratto, Kane, and it looks like we are missing one person from the DS squad, so I think we're waiting for him to come back into this game. Of course, we have our admins Revenant and Dehumanize. Good guys all around. Always a pleasure to cover enemy terror. Who's all like, damn, bitch, covers some Quake 3, and you're just like, okay. So, you know, it's nice to have people asking politely for once. Instead of Juggalo with his attitude. So we're still waiting on 5 players here. Lots of stuff happening in the gaming world as the V Sport All-Stars was announced today. So check out the website. I believe it is V All-Star. I should just get that URL instead of trying to wing it. Probably be much, much easier. I know it's off of the GGL page. So, I'll just type that in right now and see if we can find that URL. Of course, patch for World of Warcraft was released yesterday, and it's creating a lot of hullabaloo in the World of Warcraft world. Not that I pay attention to that, but I can see the hullabaloo. As there it is, the V Sports All-Stars, vsportsallstars.com, and you can vote on an all-star team that will be playing an exhibition match at E3. How jealous am I? Oh, so jealous. I want to go. But no, alas, I can't. So go to the page and vote on who you think should play for the Americas and also for Europe. You can vote for 5 players. We've got Quake 3 Arena, we've got Warcraft 3, Unreal Tournament 2004, Painkiller, Age of Mythology, and of course Counter-Strike. So, go vote on your very, very favorites. I have my favorites, but, I'm supposed to be unbiased, so I'm not going to tell you who my favorites are, but y'all should go and vote. Y'all, yeah. Still waiting on those 5 players. We are still missing 1 man from the Dark Spiritz. Oh, there's Arsenal. Arsenal's joining. Is he going to be the 6th player? We lost somebody, I believe. So maybe he's coming back in for somebody. Yes, Poltergeist, of course, is the one we lost. Poltergeist was the one having the ping problems. And yes, Arsenal will take his place. So we do have the 6th member of Dark Spiritz. And we are about ready to go. Still waiting on those 5 players to ready up. 9:24 is the time on the clock to beat. Other stuff going on in this crazy gaming world of ours. Of course, I'm just going to keep pimping my show. It's on after this. Everybody stick around for my show. It's an awesome show. All right, that's enough of that. 3 players, 2 players. Oh my god, we're about ready to go. Again, the format for this game is slightly different than what it is we're used to in North America. It is a 5-point system. The teams will get 3 points for a win and 1 point for a draw. And the first team to 5 points will take home the championship. First map is Railgun. After this, we are going to switch to a second map, which is Gold Rush. One of my favorites. And then should we need a tiebreaker map, it will be Radar. Radar, of course, chosen by the admins. So if we need the tiebreaker, they're going to lay the smack down and say, that's it, we're playing Radar. Waiting on 1 player. 1 player. 1 player. See, whenever it is I cover a lot of games, I tend to get things a little bit mixed up. And I'm sitting here in the console. It's okay, waiting. Match is going to begin in about 15 seconds. But, I get confused when I cover more than, 2 or 3 games at a time. And I'm sitting here and I'm trying to ready up myself. But I don't have to ready up because I'm the shoutcaster and not one of the players. Whereas, Call of Duty, everybody has to ready up. Even if you're just some kind of yahoo sitting on the sidelines, you have to ready up. But not here. Not in this case. And then here we go. This match has begun. 9:24 was the time on the clock, and 9:11 is what we've got left. Dark Spiritz on the first hug, and they're making some headway. As they quickly just hop on that tug. Axis will capture the depot yard at the same time, and Arsenal is in the driver's seat. Arsenal coming to replace Poltergeist, who's having some ping problems, and so far he's doing a good job. He's in that tug, and he's just going. There's no stopping him. But here come the allies, as right now the tug is at the first switch. And they're having no problem making his way down the tracks here. He is backed up by the remainder of his team, and they are having absolutely no problem with this tug. It hasn't been, I don't see any allies. As it looks like, the allies, they're not. As the first hog is in position, the crane is moving now to grab the ammunition. There's 8 minutes and 12 seconds remaining on the clock. It's definitely using a different strategy than what Dark Spiritz used in that last round, because it's stoppable. Because apparently nobody cares about the tug. It's just, it's just a stupid tug. Who cares? But the ammunition has been loaded on its way towards the north crane. Still not much in the way of allies. I mean, you hear the gunshots going off. You can hear people falling and dying, and Insano's doing his thing. Is having no problem stopping the tug, or taking the tug, on its way. There is traffic. Traffic was trying to stop the tug, but no, here come the rest of the Axis. Here are the allies, Ghost Squad's finally here to stop this tug. It's at the track switch once again. And so we're having a bit of a scrimmage here beside this tug. As here we go. Ghost Squad now has control of the first tug, and they're heading back towards the ammo depot yard. Teammate is in the driver's seat right now, but he is being fought hard by Rado. Ooh, nice grenade. See one, you can hear that one. Artillery support coming from Chen will take out Rado, but we still have Predator. Predator's gonna try and get this tug moving on the track once again. Don't forget, we are past, we have the ammunition loaded onto the tug, and it needs to go to the north crane and load it onto the second tug. And that on the clock, we have got a full roster of Dark Spirits, and they're now in the driver's seat of the tug. Here come the Axis, or the Allies once again, and they're going to try and get this tug to stop. Arsenal, though, is still alive and still hanging in there. As Traffic will take him out with a grenade, and then head back. Traffic has been raised, but that's okay. Rado, once again, in the tug. Now this is where the tug is going back and forth. Not earlier, as it was the case with Ghost Squadz, but now we have got everybody fighting outside of the Axis spawn point, so they're not having much luck getting this tug past. 6:15 on the clock. Tug once again on its way back towards the depot yard. Teammate in the driver's seat. Here come the spawn-in Dark Spirits once again. And they're going to make this tug go the other way. It's a tug of war with the tug. 6 minutes even on the clock. Dark Spirits looking mighty good right now. They've got the ammunition loaded onto the first tug. They need to get it past the switch to the north crane onto the second tug, load the gun, and make her go boom. But they are being swarmed right now by Ghost Squadz, as they are everywhere. My ping is going to hell, but it's still good enough to see what is happening on the server. Goring and teammate is down. As Allies are in control of the tug, and Arsenal is still alive. He's taking some heavy fire. He is a medic, so he can keep himself alive for just a little bit. But no, he will be outgunned by Traffic. And now he's down in the field. As we have definitely got Allied control of this tug. It's now on its way back towards the depot yard. 5:13 on the clock. First part of the objective is complete. The ammo is loaded onto the tug, but so far the tug has been unable to get past the track switch to get to the north crane. Here comes Dark Spirits once again. Track switch has been raised, and they have to see if they can actually make it through this time. No, lowered as the Allies come in. 4:51 on the clock. Starting to run out of time. It looked like it had a very, very good start, but it looks like all of the concentration is going to be at this track switch point, and the Allies are just having a great time just stopping this tank and making it go backwards. As once again we have a tug of war over this tug. Kane in the driver's seat. Oh, and it looks like we may make it this time. Lower track switch has been raised, and we are past the point as we had some Dark Spirit domination there. Nicely done. Cleared all the Allies out of their way, and then are now past the track switch with the ammunition, making their way towards that north crane. They're going to be there in just a couple of seconds. They're more than halfway done now to get this objective complete. 4 minutes and 9 seconds still on the clock as the ammunition has been planted at the firing controls for the railgun. So all they need to do now is pick up this ammo, drive it on over there, and they're ready to go. They still have just under 4 minutes to do this in, so they're going to have to see what Ghost Squadz can do to stop them, as they want the first 3 points in this match. Ammunition now being lowered onto the second tug. Here is Dark Spirits in control. Everything's looking good. Dynamite planted at the gun controls.
They've loaded the ammo onto the second tug.
And there it is. Gun controls have been destroyed, and the second tug has been loaded. Just a matter now of taking this puppy over to Dora, and it's going to automatically load itself and then explode. The giant gun is going to go off, and so far no Allied opposition at this railgun. There it is. They have loaded the gun, and they're going to get this to go off any second now. Airstrikes being thrown on top of it in a desperate move by the Ghost Squadz. Firing controls, no, they still have not actually been constructed, so they were able to get in there. But now they need to do those again. So we've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Not quite as completed here now to come in here. And here is Insano. Oh, nicely done. But a landmine planted by Traffic right at the foot of the ladder is going to stop him from doing that. So nice attempt right there. Thompson is going to make his way up the ladder, try and heal up that engineer. But no, here comes Ghost Squadz. And this is where they've chosen to make their final stand. A different strategy for the Ghost Squadz. Will this work for them? As a medic has come in, and there's the ratchets, the pliers are out, and he is building just as fast as he can. He is backed up by Predator the medic, and they've got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. If they can keep him alive and keep his engineering going, they will beat the time set by Ghost Squadz in the first round. There it goes. The gun controls have been repaired, and boom! They have fired the gun. Dora has gone off, and the time set by Dark Spirits is going to be 7 minutes and 14 seconds. They will claim the first 3 points of this matchup. Very nicely done. First time, of course, 9:45 set by Ghost Squadz, and that was beat by 7:14 for the Dark Spiritz. Nicely done. First 3 points going to them. Let's take a look at some of these stats here as Fadus. He's doing a great job as he's gotten the highest experience points, highest ranking officer, highly decorated, and highest battle sense. And his teammate also doing some good in the stats there, as you know the screen went away, so I can't really tell. But we're calling a vote. We're switching to Gold Rush. We're going to meet just a few more minutes. We're going to get the next round of this game started. It's 3-0 in favor of Dark Spiritz. Game will be returned in just a couple of seconds. This is DeeAy for Inside the Game. Stick around. More game coming up in just a few.
There's a new way to share your files, and it's called FileCloud. Not only will you find the latest game demos, patches, mods, high-res movie trailers, and more, share them with no bandwidth or size limitations. Making an account is easy and free as long as you're willing to, wait in line and deal with a speed cap. But why do that when until May 31st, just $4.95 gets you 250 megs of space and lets you bypass the waiting line? With a FileCloud premium account, you won't ever wait more by visiting www.filecloud.com. Beyond gaming files. FileCloud is part of Speakeasy's Game Cloud network. 250 megs of storage space available at $4.95 for new accounts created until May 31st, 2005. See filecloud.com for details.
GameCloud.com, a Speakeasy company.
Welcome back to Radio ITG. Just getting things started here. For the next map, the map is going to be Gold Rush, and you know what? How embarrassing is this? But I recently reinstalled Enemy Territory, and I didn't download all the map packs. I don't have it. It's telling me that I don't have the map. And so I'm sitting here, my face is totally red, and I've got Revenant saying, why don't you have this map? It's Gold Rush. How can you not have Gold Rush? And, well, apparently I suck. That's why I don't have it. All right, so I did actually manage to find it. I think I had it just in the wrong folder. So I'm just going to reconnect to the server here, and hope, they've waited for me. Oh, why are you making me do this? Oh, you're mean. How mean. Now it's making me download it again. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go and actually see if I can download this from somewhere that I don't have like a terrible ping to, and we're gonna get this game started in just a couple of seconds. They are waiting for me because these are the nicest guys ever. Holy crap, Revenant is making everyone wait for me, the unprepared broadcaster. As I don't have one of the most basic enemy territory maps because I rock. Totally metal hand and everything. But we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Going to take us out to a quick break. Play some music. You can dance in your seat like I am doing. And I'm going to go find this file and get it installed. And we'll get this game started once again. Inside the Game, this is DeeAy. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Inside the Game. Just getting myself all set up here. Finally figured out why I have Enemy Territory installed twice. I was copying the files to the wrong location. The other location, everything was set up and just fine. This location, not so much. So just give me a couple more seconds and we'll get things all ready. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. Everything is blinking and everyone's all laughing at me. So, how's everything by you guys? Just grabbing the map from a couple of different locations right now. And I'm just going to go, ooh, that's not good. Hey, I love it when I get random errors on my machine. Woo! Good times here at Inside the Game. I'm going to go take care of this. We'll be right back.
You are a young, up-and-coming, computer-savvy individual. You're both wired and jacked in with every conceivable mobility gadget at your fingertips. You are a fully modern creature, driving in the fast lane on the information superhighway. So what is this piece of archaic infrastructure doing in your house? Speakeasy is proud to present OneLink, a nationwide dedicated DSL connection that does not require a telephone landline. Why bother paying up to $40 a month to keep that phone line around just for your DSL? With Speakeasy's OneLink, you don't need to. You get a dedicated line that offers a superior connection and all the features of DSL, crazy fast speeds, a higher quality network, intelligent support without the hassle of that old-fashioned landline. Do yourself a favor and visit www.speakeasy.net to order Speakeasy's OneLink DSL service today. Put that extra $40 a month to good use and treat yourself to a lot of triple shot, half fat, no foam, extra hot, sugar free, no whip, hazelnut mocha lattes.
Listen, play. This is Inside the Game Radio.
Just a recap of the situation. I'm just not having a good. I should just not touch anything technical. Remind me not to get behind the wheel of a car, because I'm having some really bad issues with everything. Everything I touch falling to pieces in my hands, which sucks. But want to give big, huge shout out to the guys for waiting for me. They're just, they've been really, really sweet and have waited for me to get the map downloaded and set up. And right now they're just hanging out on the server. And I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna apologize. As we do have Dark Spiritz versus Ghost Squadz here on Gold Rush. This is the second map of the night. Right now, DS leads with a score of 3-0. Give you a quick roster rundown. The incoming allied squad is DS, as we have got Predator and Insano, Cartman, Rado, Kane, and Poltergeist, whose ping seems to be a little bit better. And we've got the defending Ghost Squadz, Fajitas, or Fatas. I like calling them Fajitas. Maybe I'll call them that. Goring, Traffic, Chen, Teammate, and Rudvan. Your lovely, beautiful admins this evening are Revenant, who I want to give big hugs and kisses to for being so patient with me, and Dehumanize. And of course, we've got a couple of backups on the server as well. Ray for DS, and a couple of guys we've got Stolen and Bonsai for Ghost Squadz. I recognize those names too. It's just everyone I recognize this evening. And here we go. These guys who have waited so patiently for me have decided to ready up. And we are about ready to go. We are on Gold Rush. We are on the new, fancy, and improved Gold Rush, which is probably why I didn't have it on my two versions that I've got logged in here.
Construct the command post.
Here, everyone, their orders are being shouted out as to what it is they're doing here this evening. And there we go. 15 minutes on the clock. We have got the allies coming in. You hear the explosions coming out right away. The Axes are running towards that tank, trying to get the landmine set up around it before the allies can come in. And it looks like they've already done that. Tank is damaged in the courtyard. And so far, the Axes are everywhere. Ghost Squadz, they're going to defend this tank for all their setting out landmines everywhere he can. But there goes the allied command post. That is up, and the charge speed has increased. Here we are. Everything's ready to go. We have got Dark Spiritz coming in now, and they are dodging bullets for everything they are worth. You can hear the gunfire coming out from the streets. 14:07 remaining on the clock. Still, we have Ghost Squadz in control of the courtyard and the tank, as they're doing a good job. They've got the landmines set up. They've got good crossfire set up. And so far, this is an impenetrable fortress for the Ghost Squadz team. Everyone's still alive. All of DS has to respawn and try this once again. That first push unsuccessful, as lots of grenades are being thrown out. Insano is just thrown across the map thanks to a grenade. We've got rifle grenades being used by Chen. And so far, it's doing a good job for them. 13:35. Tank has not been touched by engineers of the allied variety. And we've got some fights happening. Lots of grenades are being thrown out. Traffic and Poltergeist having some fights with a grenade. Teammate is just destroying everybody with grenades now as he takes out Insano and Cartman. And they're down in the field. We still have those landmines set up. So even if they manage to get past these doors, it's going to be very, very risky for them to get in there and get that tank repaired and on the move. This is the new improved Gold Rush. So again, only 15 minutes on the map. Tank doesn't have to go all the way down. Truck is in a different location. There's only one piece of gold instead of two. Nothing has been set up, so they're not even worrying about that tank barrier just yet. 12:53 on the clock. Tank still and looking like they're trying to get ready to do this. They're swarming as Cartman is behind, but no, chased down by Chen. Just repaired. And no, we do actually still have one man alive, but not for very much longer. And oh no, we have somebody sneaky. The medic managing to get in there, and the tank is now on the move. So Dark Spiritz, 2.5 minutes into this map, they are on the move as we've got mortar rounds being thrown out by Insano, and that's doing some damage against the defending Ghost Squadz. Predator in the MG down the hill in the tank. It's nearing the truck or the tank barrier, but that has not been set up by any Axis engineer. So this tank is going to have no problem rounding that first, or I guess the second corner, and sliding in position to blow up those tank door or the bank doors. 12:02 is on the clock. Told Predator once again hopping into that MG42. Tank is now going to round this corner, takes out the wall. Some grenades being on top of that tank by Rudvig. As truck barrier number 1 has been constructed, the engineer decides to try and cause some problems for DS, and they get that truck barrier in place. The tank is taking some damage, but it's still on the move. No, there it is just outside. There's Cartman. He is the engineer. And the tank has been repaired. It is now turning into position now. New and improved Gold Rush. As there it is, destroying that park bench. Oh, and I wanted to sit there later too. That's so unfair. Gun is aiming at the bank doors, kablooey, and there go the doors. As now the Axis booty is in peril, the gold crate, of which there is only one, Somebody else took the other one, so we only get 1 crate of gold this evening. It is wide open. The tank has been damaged, but nobody gives a hoot about that. Now our attention is going to focus to the bank. 10:54 is on the clock right now. We've got some Axis defense set up around this gold tank right now. Chen, he's in position. He's joined by the rest of Ghost. Here come Dark Spiritz. And we've got a paused match. Poltergeist, once again, having problems with his ping, spiking up there to 700 and then some. So we're going to give him a couple of seconds to see if he can't get that ping settled down. As right now, Dark Spirit's on the goal right now. And we're still paused. So we're just going to give it a couple of seconds. 10:43 is on the clock. The gold is wide open and in danger. 90 seconds. Give you a quick roster rundown for those of you who have just joined us. For the incoming Dark Spiritz allied squad, we have got Cartman, Rado, Poltergeist with the ping problems, Predator, Kane, and Insano. The defending Ghost squads consisting of Chen, teammate, Fetus, Goring, Rudvan, and Bonsai has actually hopped into the server now as traffic has gone to the spectator, and Bonsai has taken his place. So, we're just, match is going to resume in about 9 seconds, but we're still having issues with Poltergeist's ping. He's still sitting up at about 600, and it doesn't. They're just going to play through. They can get that gold out of the bank and into the truck and off to Disneyland. We've got lots and lots of Ghost Squads set up around this bank, but they're going to have to do something magical if they want to stop this incoming force of Dark Spiritz now, as it's a good, strong team coming for their head and their gold. 10:19 on the clock. Less than 5 minutes has gone by, and we're already almost, our first objective is complete. Truck barrier has been constructed, so we're going to have to see if an engineer is going to come. Oh, there we go, just as I spoke. Insano dropping the dynamite, and the dynamite has been planted at that truck barrier. 10 minutes on the clock exactly, and the gold is in trouble. You can see the Dark Spirit's heading towards that right now. Good shots by Fetus. He just got 3 grenade kills, 2 grenade kills, and a MG42 kill. Nicely done indeed. Going to cause some problems for that Dark Spirit's team. Gold, it's still sitting there. We're waiting on it. It's quiet. We've got Axis set up in position in the bank. They're hunkered down and they are waiting as there goes the tank or the truck barrier. And that is destroyed. But of course, without the truck being loaded with the booty, it's not going to go anywhere. Panzer fire coming from Cartman, taking out 1 man as Dark Spirit's now trying to get into the gold. They haven't been able to get to the bank so far, but nope, that's going to stop right now as here they go screaming into the bank. We've got Bonsai. He is hiding. He's being very, very sneaky, but he is backed up by a teammate inside the bank. But no, he's going to kill himself, come back in. And Poltergeist is now in the bank. He sees Bonsai, and he has got the gold. He will easily take out Bonsai, now joined by the rest of his teammates. And they're going to try and make a play for this gold. Poltergeist dropping that, but Rado is going to find that in his place. He'll pick it up and join him. We've got some more gunfire happening in the street. Fetus is in trouble. But Predator managing to stay alive. He is a medic. Gold is in his grubby little hands, and he is now healing the truck. The rest of his teammates spawning in to meet him halfway. And he is going to make a run truck now. A run for the border with the gold in his hands. Running surprisingly quickly for somebody laden down with Axe's booty. As he is on his way. 8:25 on the clock. He made a wrong turn there, but there we go. That's what I'm looking for. That would be the Allied spawn, and he's got the rest of his teammates all surrounded them. It's one big party here for the Allies. They've got gold. This Ghost Squad's going to do everything they can to try and stop him. Still a lot of time left on this clock. 8 minutes and 7 seconds. And Predator is just going to... very nice move by Predator. He was in some trouble, so he decided to move back into the Allied spawn and then kill himself. So the gold lands there, and his teammates come back in. He's all nice and healthy, and everybody will come and grab that gold and put it down in the truck once again. So we're going to make a play for that truck. As right now the truck is just covered with Axis. Ghost Squads everywhere around this truck, not bothering to reconstruct that truck barrier. But we're just waiting for the Allies to just show their faces down here with this stolen Axis booty. So we got grenades flying out on top of the heads of the Axis. And support fire from Kane, nicely done. Took out Bonsai, Goring, and Chen. And the gold is now on its way. As we had it so close. There's the gold. It's in the field. And no, there it is. Sorry, Rado did manage to pick that up, and the gold is now loaded onto the truck. And once that started, it cannot be stopped. That is not going to be damaged anytime soon. Barrier is not up once again, so this truck has a clear path. All we need to do is keep somebody alive to drive this truck all the way to the home base. and the allies will escato, as we've got Ghost Squad still swarming that truck, trying to do anything to stop it. And basically all they can do at this point is the gold to the bank. So, even though it's sitting there, even though, they can touch the gold, they can't actually pick it up, as all we need is one member of the allies to come, and here he is. It's going to be Insano joined by Poltergeist, and here's the rest of the Dark Spiritz team. 6:24 on the clock. We're past that halfway point, but the gold is loaded, it's on the truck, and it's now making its way around that corner. Through the street. Oh, Insano was crushed by the truck. Oh, that's messy. Wasn't he the one who laid down in the tracks on rail yard? He's just got a suicidal streak in him. Poltergeist is driving the truck with the power of his mind, as the truck is following him like a puppy. 6:02 on the clock. It's nearing the last corner. No one is even bothering to come say goodbye, as this gold is on its way to Allied land. They're going to Disneyland with the gold, and the time on the clock is going to be 9 minutes and 8 seconds. 9:08 is the time that must be beat by Ghost Squadz if they want to get these points done. So everyone's saying good game. We're going to exchange sides in just a second. Get the second half of this match going. 9:08. Revenant apparently enjoys my my what are those words called? Adjectives? Phrases? Yes, he enjoys my terminology. There's a good word for it. This is Inside the Game. DeeAy bringing you the enemy territory Libra 3 finals. Dark Spiritz versus Ghost Squadz. We are on map number 2. Score is currently 3-0 in favor of DS. And we have got a time of 9 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock, and that is what Ghost Squadz must beat if they want to keep this game alive, move to a tiebreaker map. Still waiting on 9 players to get this game started. You're going to take us to a quick break. We'll be right back inside the game. This is DeeAy.
You are a young, up-and-coming, computer-savvy individual. You're both wired and jacked in with every conceivable mobility gadget at your fingertips. You are a fully modern creature, driving in the fast lane on the information superhighway. So what is this piece of archaic infrastructure doing in your house? Speakeasy is proud to present OneLink, a nationwide dedicated DSL connection that does not require a telephone landline. Why bother paying up to $40 a month to keep that phone line around just for your DSL? With Speakeasy's OneLink, you don't need to. You get a dedicated line that offers a superior connection and all the features of DSL, crazy fast speeds, a higher quality network, intelligent support without the hassle of that old-fashioned landline. Do yourself a favor and visit www.speakeasy.net to order Speakeasy's OneLink DSL service today. Put that extra $40 a month to good use and treat yourself to a lot of triple shot, half fat, no foam, extra hot, sugar-free, no whipped hazelnut mocha lattes.
And we are back inside the game. This is DeeAy, enemy territory action happening in just a couple of seconds. I pimp out the URL for the Shoutcast, and then the Libra AT channel goes nuts over on Game Surge as everyone's trying to talk to me, but they don't seem to understand that I'm I'm in a match. I can't respond to your private messages asking me if I like dick. I'm flattered that you might think that that and all, but I'm in a match right now, so I'm very well, thank you. And yes, sometimes I do. But everyone has readied up, and we're going to begin the next half of this match. 9:08 on the clock. Ghost Squadz has their work cut out for them. And here we go. The match has started. 9:05 remaining, as we're going to swing over to the courtyard and see what's just happening with that tank right there. Oh, that was messy right there. Mortar round from Chen. That was beautiful. 3-man kill. First one of this round. Predator, Rado, and Arsenal all go down, and that gave ample opportunity for the Allied engineer to get in there and get that tank repaired pretty darn quick, as the tank is already on the move. 8:38 on the clock, and the tank still taking some damage, but it's on the move, as there's Ghost Squad in, and very nicely done by the Ghost Squadz, as that was just a powerhouse move right there. That nicely timed mortar round kind of blew Dark Spiritz out of their socks, and as a result gave them ample opportunity to get in here and get this tank on the move. 8:18 on the clock, as we've got command post. Dynamite has been planted. The tank barrier is half constructed but not complete, so it's kind of a ghost of a memory right now, as this tank is just going to blaze right through that. No sign of any Axis engineer to try and stop that. The tank is nearing that corner. There it goes, past the first barrier, so the bridge, as the tank has been damaged now just before it destroys that wall and moves into the position used at the command post. And that's something you see very often, as Dynamite was planted and then quickly diffused, so the command post is still looking strong. 7:37 on the clock. The tank right now not in position, still just damaged on the straight there, and waiting for Ghost Spiritz Ghost Squadz to come back in and get that repaired and on the move once again. Fadas is in the MG42. He's going to do some damage. There goes the wall. Tank is rounded the corner. Right now, everyone is dead. No one is around to get that tank moving. 7:11 on the clock. Here comes Dark Spiritz. They're going to take the fight to the tank, not wait for the tank to come to them. Fadas is going to get there in time and hop into that MG42, do some damage, and then he's going to run over the corpse. Oh, that's just wrong right there. He's running over the corpse in the middle of the bridge. Oh, it's going to leave a stain that's never going to come out. Tank has been damaged once again just before it was about to pull into position to blow open those bank doors. 6:47 remaining on the clock. We've made very good headway on the tank and on getting the tank on the move. As you can hear the ratchets happening once again. And there we go. It's been repaired. It's going to slide in position. And then the gun is going to go kablooey as the allies have just sit on has been destroyed. Gun is now priming and aiming and shooting, and there it goes. Allies have destroyed the bank doors as they've allies have constructed their command post. Tank has been damaged, but that's okay because the bank doors are wide open. The Axis booty once again in danger of falling into the Allied hands. 6:08 remaining on the clock. I'm taking a look at the gold, and there's no one in sight. You can hear lots of carnage happening outside, but nothing by way of inside the bank. We're waiting for Ghost Squadz to come in here and grab that gold, take it to the truck, and then go on their way. The time they needed to beat 9:08, and of that, they still have 5 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. Still quite a bit of time for them to get in here, grab the gold, take it to the truck, and then go. But we do have good defense set up by Dark Spiritz around this gold outside the bank, in the plants. They're like hiding in the palm trees. 5:31 on the clock. All is quiet here, as they're just being cut to shreds by the Dark Spiritz team. Not having much luck getting through the defenses here, but they will keep trying, as it is far too early to give up, far too early to lay down and accept your fate. Still 5:15 to go. Gold is still safe inside the bank. We've got DS set up all around that, and it's just lots of machine gun fire happening in the courtyard right now, as the two-man crossfire defense squad set up by Dark Spiritz. And that's doing the job. I mean, it's a very simple defense, but it's exactly what is needed at this point in time. As 4:52 on the clock, Dark Spirit's going to kill themselves, respawn back in, and come in and cause some more damage towards the Ghost Squad. 4:43 on the clock, and here they come. They're in the palm trees now. This gold is in their sights. It's so tasty, they can taste it. Tastiness and all. But we've got them trying to come through the front door, but it's not having much luck as Dark Spirit's staying alive. And they're still in there, but here we go. Everyone is now in the bank. It is a great big party. A party with bullets. 4:21 on the clock. As Dark Spirit's having some trouble staying alive, they're just being overwhelmed by ghosts. And here they come of this bank, and they're running around making sure everyone is killed, and they've got the gold in their hands right now. As that is in the palms of teammates, but teammate always just in some trouble as he's taking some fire from the DS team. Still alive. We still have 3 men trapped inside the bank vaults, but now they are making their way outside, and it's still in the hands of teammate. Now he is a medic, so he's healing himself, setting off a landmine, but he manages to stay alive for that. And he is still on the run with the gold, healing himself as best he can. And he's just going to make a run for it. They need to get to the truck. He's taking some fire as he is being followed by the Axis. Now he's joined by the rest of his team. 3:33 on the clock. Now on the bridge, heading down the stairs towards the truck. As we don't seem to have much in the way of defense by DS at the truck. Only Rado is down here, all by his lonesome self. And the gold is going to make its way here. Any barrier has not been constructed, it's half constructed. But now the fight is moving towards this truck area. No sign of the gold. Oh, there it is. Gold is coming. Teammate is still alive. And no, just as he was on the left side of the truck, we have lots of support fire being thrown out by DS. They threw every kind of firepower they have available to them at that truck. It took out the gold carrier, and then they were able to get in there and reach the bank just in the nick of time. Now that truck barrier did get constructed, so we've got some more problems for the Ghost Squad right now. Their hands on the gold once again. Teammate has that, and he's making a run for it. No one bothering to guard the gold because everything is concentrated towards the truck. Teammate taking some machine gun fire from behind. He is in some serious trouble. But he is a medic, and he is going to heal himself as best he can. No, not going to happen. He is being chased down like a dog. As Predator doing his job as a bounty hunter. He's chasing down the gold carrier, takes him out, returns the gold, and then helps himself to some ammo and some health. Looking pretty good. Once again, here's the third attempt by Ghost Squadz. They've got the gold in their hands. This time it is picked up by nobody. It's down in the field. Will that be returned? There it goes. Predator once again, right time, right place to return that gold to the bank. And there's less than 2 minutes on the clock. As it seems like a simple task to do, but Ghost Squadz is having some trouble getting the gold and putting it in the truck and then getting it on the move. Don't forget that truck barrier has been constructed, so they've got a lot of work cut out for them. They want to get this time done. There you go. Planted at the truck barrier. Now it's just a matter of grabbing that gold. 1-4 is going to be very, very close. As they still need to get in here, grab the gold, take it to the truck, and then get that truck on the move. But here comes another push by Ghost Squadz. Quickly shut down by Dark Spiritz, but they're going to keep on filing in right into the machine gun fire. T has the gold. He is now backed up by 2 members of Ghost Squadz. They are making a play for it. And teammate is in trouble. Machine gun fire is hitting him, healing himself as best he can. Truck barrier has been destroyed. 1:11 on the clock. As they do this, it is going to be extremely close. His teammate still has that gold. Let's get a lock on him, see what he's doing with that. As here he is throwing out grenades in his path. He is outside the truck barrier, almost constructed once again, but no, it's on the run now, and he is got a clear path to the truck. There it goes. 49 seconds on the clock. They will be able to do it, maybe. We'll have to see. 45 seconds. Gold is loaded. Truck barrier was not reconstructed, but the truck right now is stopped. Nobody is alive to make that move with the power of their mind. 34 seconds. Ghost Squadz, it's loaded. All they need to do is drive. Oh no, that is not downtime. We managed to get an Axis engineer in there, and he reconstructed that truck barrier. And right there, that is the move that is going to end the game. 20 seconds to go. Not enough time to plant dynamite and have that blow up. And that is going to be what ends the game right there. Dark 6-0. Winning the championship. They are the Libra 3 ET finalists, grand finalists. Congratulations to Dark Spiritz. Good games to Ghost Squad. Very, very well played. And in the end, only one team can come out on top, and that team is going to be Dark Spiritz. Congratulations. We'll be back in just a second to give you a recap. We'll be back. This is Inside the Game with DeeAy. Enemy territory action. Game is all over. Recap just a sec. And then this hour has 69 minutes. Stick around.